Hi, welcome to Soul Sessions. This is Lillie Syracuse, and I'm really excited to be here today. I'm going to play a little tune that I wrote when I lived in Nashville called Love's the Only Thing, and this tune is about really just settling into what it's like to be loved and cared for, and it's getting really loud outside, to be loved and cared for, and settling into like just an easy breezy life, and realizing that this may be temporary, but right now I'm going to lean into this love and realize that this is the only thing.
Don't let go. Don't let go. Love's the only thing. Love's the only thing you can hold. If I'm being honest, there's plenty of things that I get that I don't need, like whipped cream in my coffee and dirty magazines. And if I'm being open, there's silly dreams running through my head. It's all pink clouds and unicorns and taking Dolly Parton out on a date. And I've been feelings I just can't hide. And I gotta tell you, darling, I ain't even tried. 'Cause love's the only thing. Love's the only thing you can hold. Take its toll. Take its toll. Only if you let time, only if you let time make you old. I'm a little short on romance. You got the biggest heart I've ever seen. I wanna crawl right up inside it. Honey, sing your song to me. And I gotta tell you, I'm lost in your lullaby. And I'm just gonna lay here and breathe while you change my life. 'Cause love's the only thing, love's the only thing you can hold. Love's the only thing, love's the only thing you can hold. Love's the only thing you can hold.
Thank you, thank you. Do you want me to do another intro since we had our loud friends outside? Okay. I did stop and go, it's getting loud out there. Is it fine? Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to that song. Yeah, the first producer that I worked with on like I guess it would be really a full-length record. It was 8 tunes. It's in the middle of an EP and an album. Was like obsessively talking about how, you know, that one song, and he kept using lyrics from 2 different songs. And I was like, dude, I can't tell you anymore how that's 2 separate songs. Like, we can even pull up the Dropbox where the 2 songs are. And he was like, no, man, there's that one song. And I was like, well, maybe it is one song. And he was like, I think it's one song. So he kind of, you know, took 2 of my songs and put them together like Paul McCartney style, and it became that. So I take credit for writing it because they were both my songs, but I really like the way that he arranged it. And it was a very wise thing on his part to see that that was a whole song that had been written at 2 separate times. So. And I just retracked it and produced it myself for my second, like my sophomore album that I've been producing for the past year, and put it out, I guess last month. Is that when I put that song out? And I'm really proud of our work on the second take of that song too. It grew up with me, so I thought it was time to re-record it. All right. Let's do... I'm going to go ahead and do Wild Wings. So I don't really know how much I'm supposed to talk about stuff. Is that part of the experience too? Okay, cool. I will still keep it brief. I can get rambly about my music. I spent too many years in Nashville at writers' nights, you know. They'll talk for like 30 minutes and then play a 2-minute song. But speaking of Nashville, I went through a really challenging 5 to 6 years, I can't really remember, being trapped in a legally bound management journey with a total monster, just an absolute monster. And I mean, I think he tried to destroy everything about me, but definitely my career and my art. And it took a lot of work to get away from him and a lot of courage, and still dealing with the backlash of it after all these years, not really financially, but just emotionally. And I was like, well, I don't really want to go to like therapy as much as it's probably going to take to get over this. So I'll just write a song about it. And I'm so glad that I did write this song, and it's helped me tremendously, but also therapy's great and is also necessary. Songs don't answer everything. Someone raised their hand. Yeah, therapy's real. But anyway, so I just really wanted to write a song for myself as I am today, and also write a song for the young woman who made it through what she had to go through. I mean, it was pretty bad in every single way that you could imagine. And this is what I came up with. This is called Wild Wings. I also recorded this for my sophomore album, and it will be coming out probably not as a single, but it'll be on the record, and it's a mighty tune, the way that we tracked it, so I'm really proud of that as well. Today you're going to get a little intimate version of it.
In a little beaded box, I kept my knickknacks and acorn caps and butterfly wings. My little box of thieves, keeping fascination close, keeping fascination close, keeping fascination close. When I grew my own wings, I flew too close to a lonely thing. I flew too close, and in a little beaded dress, I kept my composure, but the rage inside my chest was holding her explosion on. He wasn't
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I never know how that one's gonna go because it's very personal. Sometimes I get equally as emotional when I sing I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt. Those two songs, I'm like, y'all bear with me. I might start crying or screaming. I don't know which one, but so I'm always happy when I make it to the other side of that song. It's a super vulnerable one. On the track, which I'm really excited to get out into the world, we have a saxophone, we have a fiddle, we have a massive full-length giant chorus of people that's actually just one chick who can sing a lot, named Catherine O'Shea. And then like at the end of the song, like I descend upon the track, and we've got these cool effects on my voice, and it sounds like a sky witch. It's just flying around and just tearing everything up. It's very chaotic and super cool. We've had a lot of fun with that tune. So anyways, okay, I'm gonna do the blessing spot now. So where I live in Western North Carolina, my Lord, we have really just been hit from like every angle. It just doesn't seem to stop. Helene really did a number, as you guys know, as the nation knows. I feel like we're all still really recovering from that. Like I just, you know, I can't even begin to describe what it did to my nervous system to be there and witnessing everything that was happening. And then just recently we were just like triangulated in by like wildfires for like a whole week. And the smoke got so bad that it was really hard to breathe. And because my lungs are sensitive and I have an autoimmune disease, like I had to like evacuate and leave, which felt awful to leave my community, but I had to go after I got my my ex and our dogs out of her house because it was like coming into her neighborhood. I got out and spent the weekend in Muscle Shoals writing songs with Gary Nichols of the Steel Drivers. So that was a cool side note. We had a really good time. And then just this morning, we had an actual earthquake. I like don't even know how to process. Like me and my partner were sitting on the couch watching morning TV, and I was packing my stuff to come over to Winston-Salem, and we had a literal earthquake, and like the house was like shaking, and I thought something was like breaking in our crawl space, and I was like, oh my God, our landlords are gonna totally lose their mind because I think our hot water heater just exploded. But it kept going, and I started seeing like everything kind of look like jello, and I was like, I think this might be an earthquake. And it wasn't violent enough to like cause any harm to our house or hurt us or anything, but my God, got online, everyone was like, dude, was that just an actual earthquake? And there was apparently like a 4.1 earthquake in Tennessee, and it came all the way down to us in Brevard and even down to where my mom lives in South Carolina. So that was crazy. And feel like I'm still recovering from that because like I just feel like our area can't get a break, and it's hard when you feel like your home isn't safe. But this song, the reason I'm saying all this is a love song to the mountains and to the water and to the rivers that brought me to the mountains to begin with. I needed to come back to the mountains so that I could create. I needed to get out of Nashville. And even though for a while the rivers felt really unsafe for me after the storm, this song keeps offering me a safe place to be musically and with nature. So this is also based off of a true story. From the river, a blessing from the river. And I wrote it with the intention of capturing that story, but also for creating a holding space for people when they needed a safe place to be for a little while. So this is that song. This is called The Blessing Spot. And I think you can find peace and quiet inside of yourself, in your being, really almost any time, you know. Even if the whole world around you is falling apart, you still have your soul to lean into. So This song goes that deep for me. This is called The Blessing Spot.
Down the water in the blessing spot, there's a rose on the river from a heart that dropped. It bled and it bloomed as it slipped on down to you. There's a rose on the river in the blessing spot. Lonely daughter with your head in knots, find your bed and your solace on the river rocks. If she is for you, you won't ever have to move. She will slip on down the water to the blessing spot. Down the water in the blessing spot, there's a rose on the river from a heart that dropped. It bled and it bloomed as it slipped on down to you. There's a rose on the river in the blessing spot. There's a rose on the river in the blessing spot. It bled and it bloomed as it slipped on down to you. There's a rose on the river in the blessing spot.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. And also thank you for being patient with me, too. Telling all my stories and also needing some time to process in between songs. It's been a really hard couple months. And I feel like, waking up about 15 minutes into my morning, getting shaken by an earthquake, I think did a little bit more than I was expecting. And I'm like, how cool is it that I get to do music, right? And let it soothe me and get me back to some sort of stasis, if that's a thing anymore. I don't know. It's feeling kind of crazy in America right now, so. But if we can find stasis, it's in the arts and with community, so you know what I'm saying? All right, so I was asked to do a cover, and lucky for you, I used to do covers almost exclusively, so I know a lot of them. But I was asked some really cool questions for this event, and one of them was, what are your 10 favorite songs? Which, come on, that was so much work. It's easier than being asked what your favorite song is, though. So, and I was going through that list. It's really hard to pick. I have an easier time answering favorite artists than I do songs. But this song came up when I was really, working my way through everything. And it's another slow one. Are you guys cool with that? Like, I'm just in a slow mood today. I've been doing a lot of full band shows lately, and me and my band do it up, right? We do all the stuff, and it feels really good to just be singing sweet lullabies instead of screaming and jamming all night long. So one of my favorite writers of all time is Kristofferson. He wrote Me and Bobby McGee, if y'all don't know that song. Busted Flat in Baton Rouge, brilliant tune. He also wrote a lot of other great songs, and this is one of his most gorgeous. He also wrote Take the ribbon from my hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Help me make it through the night. Sammy Smith made that one famous. But this song is a sweet little deep cut. That's one of my just all-time favorite songs on the planet, much less by him. And I haven't sang it in probably a whole year because I've been doing a lot of full band stuff, and this is a great full band song, but we're usually, cooking for most of the night. So I've left this off my set list, and I'm really happy to be doing it again. So here we go. This is called Loving Her Was Easier. I found this song when I was coming out, too, and I was like, okay, I can sing this song and feel kind of, under the shroud of artistry and not have to, really talk about it. But I think it helped me in a lot of ways to get to a place where I could come out and be like, I'm queer as hell, and it's okay to be that way.
I've seen the morning burning golden on a mountain in the sky. Aching with the feeling of the freedom of an eagle when she flies. Turning on my world the way she smiles upon my soul as I lay dying. Healing as the colors in the sunshine and the shadows of her eyes. Waking in the morning to the feeling of the fingers on my skin. Wiping out the traces of the people and the places that I've been. Teaching me that yesterday was something that I never thought of trying. Talking of tomorrow and the money, time, and love we'll have to spend. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Coming close together with a feeling that I've never known before in my time. She ain't ashamed to be a woman, and she knows just how to be a friend. And I don't know the answer to the easy way she opens every door in my mind. Dreaming was as easy as believing it was never gonna end. Well, loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again.